Okay, I'm recording. Good morning, Paul. I've been thinking about your shoulder and the yoga, and I'm wondering if you're getting any relief. And then I realized that what I was showing you, the poses I was showing you with arms overhead, of course you can't put your arms overhead. That's the problem with your shoulder, is that your range of motion is this. I don't know how much it's improved, but I'm guessing that the goal of therapy and the goal of yoga is to get to the point where you can raise your arms. So I just wanted to point out that in everything that I'm showing you like my full expression of any pose. And for everyone, that's different, because everyone has different bodies and different abilities. So when I roll my arms out, shoulders back, squeezing my shoulders on the back, my shoulder blades pressing into my back, and all of that, so I can put my arms up overhead. Yoga is still doing all the actions, squeezing your muscles on the back, squeezing your shoulder blades into the back, like squeezing together and squeezing, pushing in. And if your full expression of the pose is this, then do it, because you're strengthening. And even if every time you do it, you raise 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch or something, or nothing, you're strengthening your back, and you're strengthening all the muscles around the one that's not firing, that are eventually going to come online. The body can actually create new neural pathways. So one muscle is wired to do one thing, the other muscles, of course, are wired to do the other things. And if one of those things can't function, if you practice long enough and ask your body enough to do it, it will create the new neural pathways so those other muscles can take over and start performing that function for you. You should ask Patricia about that. But I did want to show you one other pose that I think you can do, that's also going to help with your shoulder strength and your back strength, and it's cobra. So cobra is, the basic shape of the pose is, you start by lying on your front body. All the actions in the legs are the same as what I showed you. Even when you're lying down, whether you're lying on your back or your stomach, your legs and your feet are, the actions in the legs and the feet are as if you're standing, basically. I mean, sometimes you press the tops of your feet down, and sometimes you're on your toes and that kind of thing. But you're still, you're squeezing your shins in, which require, like a lot of people, if you can see my feet, they're rolling out. So in order to straighten out, squeeze your ankles in, squeeze your shins in, pull your thighs up on the front of your leg, roll your inner thigh in and up. So you're rolling it this way, which spreads the sit bones and leaves more room for your spine and your sacrum. So you start by laying on your stomach, and all the actions in the legs, you can even lift one and kind of roll it in and then put it back down, lengthen it, roll it in and put it back down. You start on your chest, and you start with your hands at the lower part of your ribs, the lower part of your front ribs. So they're not here under your shoulders, they're back by your ribs. And you engage all the muscles in your core, roll your shoulders back, squeeze them together, and then lift up. Now, a lot of people in Cobra think, well, the idea is to get up. And so they press the hands down and they push, like so, push away. That is not strengthening your shoulders and your back. That is actually putting more pressure on this part of your arm that's injured. You're using your front muscles here to support these little muscles right here to support the whole weight of your body, which is not what you're trying to do. So if you think about the action, think about pressing your hands down, all the same actions, and then you lift from your upper back. You curl your upper back, curl your shoulders, press your shoulder blades into your back as much as you can, and actually the action you feel like in your muscles is that you're dragging your hands back. You're dragging your, that's the muscle energy. So if you drag your hands back and you're pulling your chest up through your shoulders and using the muscles on your back, drag the hands back, drag them back, drag them back. So you're using your back muscles and your shoulder muscles to pull yourself up with your back. Another one that you can do while you're laying on the ground is if you can put your arms back like so, same actions in the shoulders, and press the backs of your hands down, which in that lever action again, pressing down on one end, pressing up on the other, and then lifting that way. That one's a little harder. And again, keeping your neck straight, keeping your throat back. You're not jerking your neck back. Another one you can try is putting your head down on the floor, same thing. If you can clasp your hands like so, imagine you have an egg in the palm of your hand. Now this one is harder to roll your shoulders back, but if this is all you can do, great. If you can squeeze your shoulder blades together, if you can lift your arms at all, try to lift your arms, and then you can try to lift your back. At some point you can try lifting your feet, Shalambhasana. Anyway, those are some things that that you can try where your arms are not on an overhead plane, of course. But I would still, in terms of down dog, you know, I think that if you can practice puppy dog, or something, some variation of it where you're pressing your arms down, I'll have to think about that one some more, because I'm not sure about that. Anyway, the ones I've already showed you are the ones I've been thinking of that maybe you can try. I hope you're getting better, and have a good day.